the HTML homepage has no links. So that's what we want to do, is add them. So the first thing we're going to do is modify within the apps property form. We're going to modify the property called homepage show links. We're going to turn that on, or set that to true. So we're going to go into the tree view, open up apps, go to tab 2, and again it was homepage show links. Homepage show links. Set that to true.
Welcome.
Now if you open up the homepage,
The breathing regulator.
nothing has changed yet. What you have to do if you're going to modify the HTML homepage for an application, you have to go into the tree view and open up the app property form. So app and then breathing regulator. So app breathing regulator. So we're going to click on that and we're going to say update homepage. And it's going to prompt you to make sure that you want to overwrite the existing HTML homepage. Yes. And as you can see, links has been added to that. It's just a title. The next step is we're going to go into the apps property page and we're going to modify homepage show troubleshooting table. The other one we're going to do is we're going to modify show data sheet. So we'll change both of those at the same time. So we're going to go into apps, and it's all on tab 2. Show troubleshooting table. We're going to set that to true. And then show data sheet. We're going to set that to true. And then click OK.
Welcome. The breathing regulator.
Get back into the application. Open up apps, breathing regulator, that property form, and click update homepage. So now it has a nice troubleshooting and data sheet shortcut. They're also located right up here, troubleshooting and data sheet. So if you click that, you have a nice link.
Table.
And that's typically what the end user is going to use to navigate. So you can go to the data sheet as well. It's just a nice, quick little resource.
Homepage.
Next, within the app property form, we're going to add another link to the resource to name. So what we're going to do is we're going to show a user how to set up a test stand in this particular case. So within the app breathing regulator, there's the property form, and we're going to go to resource to name, and we're going to type in here set up test stand. And now if you update the home page, nothing happens yet. We're going to need to add a resource to file before it'll show up here. So we click on this button, which is associated with that property, and what we're going to do is we're gonna grab an HTML file. So we're gonna go into Documents, Hiatronics, Artwork, HTML template, and we're gonna grab these two files here, and we're gonna copy and paste them into the applications project folder. So you can just double click on each one and it copies it automatically, and click on the button again, Artwork, HTML, and then HTML template. And what we want to do now is, when I click on the button, it automatically opens up to the folder location. So here's your project folder, here's your application, and then within that is application files. And we want to modify the name of the HTML file. So we'll call it, right now it's HTML template, we want to call that setup test stand. And then we want to select that. Now, when we update the HTML homepage, we have the link to the setup test stand. So we click on that.
Setup test stand.
And we want to change the title. We'll change the picture, and we'll change the instructions, as well as the company name here. So to modify the HTML page for the setting up of the test stand, we click on this button right here, HTML Browser Editor, and we want to change the title to Setup Test Stand. So that would be done right here. So we want to type, for the title, we want Setup Test Stand. And then we will change the undefined company name. We'll change that to Acme Regulator Inc. We'll save that, and then all you do is hit the back button and it'll reload, and you have Setup Test Stand. So you go to Homepage and then Setup Test Stand,
Setup Test Stand,
and you have a nice instruction there. The next modification we want to do is we want to add a technical manual. We'll add that to resource 3. So we're going to open up App Breathing Regulator, that property form again, and we're going to type in within resource 3 name, we're going to type technical manual. And then we're going to add a file associated with that link. So we're just going to click this button here, and I've placed just a dummy PDF file representative of a technical manual. It's just a single page, but I put that on my desktop. So I'm going to click Desktop, and technical manual. And now it again automatically copies that file to your application folder. And update home page, and now you have a technical manual. So you click on that.
Technical manual.
So now when you want to open up the technical manual,
Technical
simply
manual.
click that, and it opens up the PDF file. And just click the back button to get back into the HTML home page for that application. And again, you can open up the setup test stand.
Setup test stand.
And typically, set up test stand, set up equipment, whatever you want to call it. But typically what you do is you take a photograph of the setup and you place it right here, and you would just write the test setup instructions here. The next step we're going to do is we're going to add resource for name and file, and we'll just add install part for that one. So we're going to call it part installation. And then click on install part and update the home page. And here you have
Part installation.
install part. So you're gonna install the part within your test stand or your equipment. And again, you would typically place a photograph or a drawing or some schematic of the part installation within your equipment. If that's what you want to do, you could really add anything for your links here, but we just arbitrarily put in there setup test stand, technical manual, and part installation. In addition to this, you can modify the HTML homepage as you see fit. But you have to keep in mind that if you ever update the home page, it's going to overwrite that. So it'll prompt you, are you sure you want to overwrite the HTML home page? This is not reversible. So typically, I don't manually modify the HTML home page because there's always the danger of accidentally overwriting it. But it is an option. And that's about it for modifying the HTML homepage for an application.
Setup test stand. Technical manual. Part installation. Troubleshooting table. Data sheet.
And that's about it. I just realized that part installation is spelled wrong, but that's very easy to modify.
Part installation.
And there you go. It's an excellent resource and looks really good, especially when you take a photograph and insert it within the background. You can have a really nice looking home page for an application.